So you're thinking about making a move to Del Mar or Solana Beach. Well, there's definitely a few things that you're really going to want to understand before you make that move. And today we're actually going to hop on the map and actually walk you around and show you a lot of stuff that you're going to want to know and some stuff that you're definitely going to want to avoid. We'll talk about some real estate prices and just everything under the sun that you should really expect. Here we go. Hey guys, welcome back. Or maybe this is your first time here and you like to know every little thing there is to know about living right here in San Diego. Make sure you tap that subscribe button down below. My name is Nick and you guys are reaching out all the time and we love helping you out. So if you're thinking about making a move in or around the San Diego area, just shoot us a text, shoot us an email, or just straight up give us a call so we can help you save a ton of time and just help you make a smooth move to, I guess, possibly Del Mar or Solana Beach if you're watching this video. Now, you're probably going to like both of these areas a lot. There's just some stuff that you're going to want to know before you actually dive in and even come out here to explore, drive around, whatever it is, because chances are if you're looking in Del Mar to live, you should probably be looking in Solana Beach and vice versa, because Del Mar is extremely tiny and Solana Beach is also very tiny as well. So there's some things you're really going to learn, so make sure you guys stay tuned, but let's hop on the map. All right, so let's start exploring, and I'm going to start off with Solana Beach right here first, and then after that we'll go to the neighbor, which we're going to talk about, which is going to be Del Mar. I'm going to go in depth on both of these, and you're going to learn a whole lot of stuff that you're really going to want to know. But first, let me get you a little bit excited right here, especially if you're moving here and you're not really used to our weather. It's mid-December right now, and it's going to be about the low 70s today. Even this morning, it's 68 degrees right now. And it's just a beautiful day, just like this right here, where you can actually have a legit beach day in the wintertime. So it's pretty amazing, so get excited. And let me show you something real quick too, because you're gonna wanna know where this is at. Now, Solana Beach, Del Mar, this is gonna be located in North County, San Diego. So this whole area is North County, San Diego. Anything south of Highway 56 right here, you're gonna start to head into La Jolla, Mission Bay, Mission Beach. All those areas are gonna be considered Central San Diego. So just remember that, and it's pretty nice for commuting reasons. If you ever have to shoot down to the airport, which is going to be right about here in downtown San Diego, you're going to take the 5 the whole way. There's no toll roads, there's nothing like that. Of course, you got carpool lanes, which is nice, but besides that, that's going to take you 25, maybe 30 minutes of a drive depending on traffic. So not too shabby. So that's a big highlight for both of these areas. But now let's zoom into Solana Beach and let me show you what it's all about, because you're going to learn that Del Mar is a lot smaller than this, especially with the population here in a little bit. But the population here in Solana Beach, it's only about 13,000 people. So it's really small compared to a lot of these other places in San Diego. Even where I live up in Oceanside, we got a population of like 180,000 people. So it's a lot more congested and things like that. Now, to break this down, we'll do it in quadrants. It's going to be the easiest part, and we'll start with up here. This is going to be just east of the Highway 5 right here. And keep in mind, there's a ton of residential in Solana Beach, which is a great thing in my opinion, but you have some very central hubs for shopping, which is going to be these yellow districts right here. And we'll cover all this soon. I'll kind of dive into what you should really know and all the good food. Like I said, it's going to have a ton of residential. You're going to have single family homes. You're going to have townhomes. You're going to have condos. You're going to have all that. So some HOA communities and some non-HOA communities, which I'm going to cover with you guys. I'm going to do it all for you. And like I said, let's start with this quadrant first in this top right. And this is going to be a lot of residential up in this zone right here. So this is where you're going to have some golf courses. A lot of outdoor stuff too, which is great. And I'll cover some of that. But right here, you're going to have, I call this Baby Lomas, which is just the executive course for golf. You got a par 3 right here. And then this zone right here is going to be Big Lomas. So this is a full course. Both of these courses are a ton of fun. A lot of these homes, especially in this zone, are going to have an HOA. They're going to have a homeowners association. And some are going to have some really nice golf course views right here. Some are going to be single family. Some are going to be twin homes. And then you have a lot of condo options, especially over here. These are all going to be detached homes in here with an HOA. So this whole area, a lot of residential, like I said, and I want to show you this right here because no matter where you live in Solana Beach, this San Diego Park right here, it's crazy to me because once you get there, you're like, what? You don't even feel like you're anywhere next to civilization. It's just a big preserve, and you have some really cool, shaded areas if you want to have lunch, you want to have picnic, whatever. It's just really cool. A lot of hiking as well too. So you'll see a lot of people walking their dogs and things over there. And then something you're really going to want to know too, as far as it gets a little congested here in Solana Beach, because this is one of the main exits and entries into Rancho Santa Fe right here. So there's not a whole lot of ways into Rancho Santa Fe. You got, maybe 3 or 4 different ways in. So you're going to see traffic and people coming in and out of this place. So just something you're going to want to really know. And now let's move into this little area right here. We're still going to be east of 5 right here. And this is going to be one of your big shopping hubs right here. So you got a big commercial district right there, which you're going to have just a Vons. Man, this Home Goods right here, my mom goes there so much. She's buying so much crap there. But no, Home Goods has a lot of good stuff, a lot of cool stuff there. So you'll see this Home Goods in here. You got a Big 5, you got a Jersey Mike's. But Vons is probably the most important. Right here, I don't shop at Vons. I'll show you across the street. I'd be going to Sprouts. But yeah, you got some food and things like that, which is kind of nice. And now down here, a lot of residential again. But these are going to be bigger estate-style homes, in my opinion. No HOAs back here, windy roads, no sidewalks, things like that. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. I'll show you some of these prices and houses in a second. But that's going to kind of wrap up the east of the 5 over here. Now, let's jump to the coastal parts. This seems to be where everybody wants to be, whether they want a view or they just want to be closer to the beach. So we'll start right here, and this is going to be Lomas Santa Fe. Is this main road right here, and this is the exit where you get on and off. And you're going to see some traffic here. During those peak rush hour times, traffic usually lightens up right about here. You take this curve down and you start to get into Encinitas right here. You're going to see less traffic. You're going to see the traffic start to dissipate, which is nice when you get up there. But now we're back over in this quadrant right here. A ton of residential. You got the Skyline Elementary School, which I should have mentioned. The schools in Solana Beach are some of the most award-winning schools and all that fun stuff. So if you're a parent or you're having kids or you have kids, great schools. You can't go wrong. But a lot of these homes, especially in here, this is all going to be non-HOA homes. You're going to have some older beach bungalow style homes. You're going to have built homes that have been knocked down. You got new builds. You got all that type of stuff over here. So super cool homes. Definitely a little bit pricier, which you're going to learn here soon. But I want to touch base on some of these trails because these trails over here, they renamed this. So this is called Annie's Canyon. I don't think it's always been called that. I grew up in San Diego in North San Diego, and we used to do a lot of hiking back over here. You weren't allowed to, but hey, we were younger and we like to bend the rules a little bit, obviously. But this was the mushroom caves, but super cool back here. Great hiking. Just a really pretty place, and they're never going to build over here. You got this big preserve and lagoon right here, and you go up north right here, this is all going to be Encinitas. So this is a great little zone, I think, in my opinion. Same with just the southern area right here. This is going to be pretty similar to this type of feel. If you want, there's going to be no sidewalks on these streets. Some gorgeous homes, but the prices are going to go up, but a lot of detached single-family homes all in this zone over here. You're really not going to see much condos. You'll see some condos over here in Eden Gardens area, but besides that, this is all going to be single-family. I got to show you the shopping over here because this is a lot of fun stuff to do over here, but this is just your basic shopping center. I said I don't shop at Vons much. I'm more of a Sprouts type of person, so me and my lady shop. So you got a Sprouts over here, you got a Starbucks, you got a CVS right here, Dixie Line, Panera Bread, but this is just the Solana Beach Town Center. So a lot of cool stuff in there. If you need to go, just do your typical stuff. You got Santa Fe Christian, which is going to be a private school over here. And right here, this place right here, some of my favorite pizza in all of North San Diego. It's just your pizza by the slice, and they got some good salads and things like that. So Buongiorno's is great. And honestly, I think I'm going to go there today because I got to get some B-roll for this video. So I'm going to definitely check that out. Probably already linked that one for the Buongiorno's. And then one other restaurant you're going to want to know about, or I should say 2, is this one. You'll know from all the locals. 2 family-owned Mexican joints right here. You got Fidel's and Tony Jacal's. So you're either a Tony Jacal's person or you're a Fidel's person. I'm a Fidel's person. I love the vibe here. It's just great margaritas, great authentic Mexican food. Make sure you check those out. Obviously, we got to touch base on Cedro. So this road right here, this is like the design district. That's the best way to really say it. You got a ton of shops, especially if you need to get, furniture and things like that. They got some really high-end stuff over here. Of course, you have some coffee shops all over the place, which you need. And then you're going to have, you got the Solana Beach Farmers Market, which happens I believe it's every Sunday over here. Yep, every Sunday at about noon it starts. So that's cool if you want some, local organic stuff. Check that out. Rare Society, which is very well-known steakhouse. So this is the main zone if you want to go out at night and get some drinks, some dinner, things like that. Belly Up Tavern is probably one of the best music venues in San Diego. Get on their newsletter because you're going to see some really epic names pop up and you're just going to want to book a ticket. It's very intimate, very great place. And then this whole zone, this is a coastal zone. So miles and miles on the 101 of just shops, bars, restaurants all over the place here. You have a little hidden gem as well, which I want to show you guys, which is going to be Naked Cafe, which is going to be right here. Really good, kind of organic style, just good food. You eat breakfast there or lunch, and you're not like, all lethargic. You actually feel like you're ready to get some work done or go on a hike or whatever. And then, of course, you got some really gorgeous beaches all along here. You got Fletcher's Cove, which is one of the main ones, but you really can't go wrong with these beaches, and that's kind of your general breakdown. All right, so now I want to give you an expectation of how far your dollar can really go when it comes to the housing here. Now, spoiler alert, Solana Beach is one of the more pricey areas, especially on the coast here in San Diego. But let me show you a couple different options. And even right now, there's only about 40 homes for sale. That's condos, townhomes, and detached homes. So not many options at any given time. But first, let me show you something over here in the golf course. This is going to be a detached home, and it's going to be Santa Helena right here. So this is going to be a 4-bedroom, 3-bath at about 2,300 square feet. But very gorgeous home. It's been completely renovated. And this one it's either on the golf course or right next to it. But you can see it's been completely redone. It's nice. You don't have to do anything to it. And I would say once you're in that $2 million price point, that's when you'll start to see some detached options pop up. I would say in the lower 2 million zone, it's really going to be a lot of fixers for the most part. But once you get up to 2.5, 2.7 right there, you can see things are completely redone and beautiful. Now we'll head over to the coast over here. And let me show you one in this zone. This is a very sought after zone over here off of Granados. This one's on Palmitas, and you have some very interesting style homes over here. It's very cool depending on what you like. You can find pretty much anything, but this one's going to be a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath at about 4,000 square feet, and it's listed for about $7 million. So, I mean, the finishes on this place is out of a magazine. It's absolutely gorgeous. Looks like you got some views out there. They got the big cantina sliding doors. So gorgeous home. I mean, shoot, if I got $7 million to spend, this might be a contender for me. So just know you got plenty options that do pop up like this. But now let me take you into one more. And this time I want to show you a condo because a lot of your oceanfront condos are going to be right here. And a lot of you guys are usually reaching out and you want a view of some sort. So this is going to have a really good view. This is going to be right on the bluff over there. And this is going to be a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. Less than 1,000 square feet, about 850 square feet. So it's right there. You got your own beach access. That's not private, though. I've gone down to the beach right there. But look, this is a pretty epic looking place, in my opinion. I mean, you're close to everything, and you have that walkability, which a lot of people really seem to love. But cute place, but definitely small. Maybe if you're an empty nester, this might be good, or, a single professional. But besides that, that's 1.5 million. And it's been on the market for quite a while, 47 days. So $146,000, they've already dropped the price. So you can find some deals out there, but let's go ahead and jump over to Del Mar. All right, so now we're going to head south of Solana Beach and we're going to end up in Del Mar. But before I get into that, just a quick reminder that as much as we love making these videos for you guys, we love helping you with your real estate needs just a little bit more. It's literally what we're best at. So if you guys are thinking about moving to Solana Beach or Del Mar, I mean, we would love to help you and be your real estate resource of choice. So make sure you guys are reaching out. Now, let's go ahead and dive into Del Mar. Now, one thing you're really going to want to know is it is smaller than Solana Beach. And you already heard that Solana Beach is tiny. Population here in Del Mar is only going to be about 4,000 people. So it's tiny, and if you value that type of stuff, this could be a great fit. Just know that kind of one of the bigger cons of Del Mar, besides the high prices, is going to be it's very congested. It's a big tourist point because it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you have some really famous stuff just right in this zone right here. This is going to be the Del Mar Fairgrounds or the Del Mar Racetrack. They have 2 seasons now for the horse racing, and they have the Del Mar Fairgrounds, which goes on right around from June to July. So expect it to be busy. Traffic gets really bad on the 5 right here during that month. So I don't necessarily like it. I commute. I'm down here pretty often, and it's a bummer. So just know that. Be patient if you do move down here. Also, you have the Dog Beach. This is a huge one. People love it here. People drive from all over North County, San Diego to bring their dog here because certain times of the year you can actually have your dog off leash. They can run around, go berserk, and just have an amazing time. There are so many dog people, and it's so dog friendly here in San Diego for the most part. So that's a great beach, something you're going to want to definitely check out. Let's head down here. A couple things. Oh, we got a couple restaurants popping up that you should know about. Viewpoint right here. Super cool spot. Grab a beer, get some food, but you got some really good views, and it's pretty much all outdoors. It's a really cool spot if you want to go grab some food. And then the Brigantine right here. Brigantine's been here forever, and you got some views of the racetrack. Good fish tacos, cocktails, all that stuff. Now, when it comes to some of the residential, well, a lot of residential here, I will say, in Del Mar. This is all going to be coastal stuff right here. I mean, I think the biggest sale that's ever happened in San Diego just happened right over here. I think it was $40 million. I could be wrong. I'll have it pop up right here. But crazy price. Someone bought that. So you got a lot of high-end luxury real estate right here on the ocean right here. Pretty beaches. And then as you get into this zone, this is one of my more favorite residential zones in kind of the coastal area. It's very pricey, which you're going to learn in a little bit, but you got windy roads, very mature trees, no sidewalks. It's just that type of feel out here. So some really cool homes. Homes don't pop up very often back there just because I feel like they get passed down to the kids and then they inherit it, and sometimes they sell it, sometimes they don't. So a lot of cool homes back in there. Now, right over here, this is going to be Powerhouse Park is super cool. You got just a lot of grassy area if you want to just hang out, have a picnic, and then big beach. One thing that's nice about Del Mar is you have a lot of sand. Where I live in Oceanside, you have to time the tides right if you even want to go hang out on the beach. So that's kind of cool about this. And then this whole strip right here, Camino Del Mar, this is where all of your food is. This is where all your shopping is. Dive bars. I mean, you have a lot of cool stuff going on here, and it gets pretty busy. It's a good time, especially on the weekend, though. But right here, I want to show you that Monarch. It just disappeared on me. There it is. Monarch. This is a place you're going to want to check out if you're in town or you're just trying to get a feel for the lay of the land. Go to Monarch Ocean Pub, I guess it's called. But Monarch's cool. Great happy hour. Insane for a sunset. But this whole shopping center has a lot of stuff going on in there. And then everything else is kind of individualist. Sabika's really good. They got some good happy hour. Oh, guys, if you come into town, definitely hit me up because I can share all the good stuff that's really going to make you want to live here for the most part. But you got a board and brew. That's one of the first board and brews right here. Great sandwiches. Stratford Cafe. Zell's Del Mar. So it's pretty endless down here. And I will say, let's go a little bit more south. Let me show you some of this too, because right over here, this is all considered Del Mar as well. Oh, I should show you this. Let me zoom out real quick. So we'll talk a little bit about this, but this is actually considered Del Mar too, right in this zone. So it's kind of interesting. It has a Del Mar zip code, but you got a lot of glorious homes back here, but it doesn't have that Del Mar feel, in my opinion. People that are looking in Rancho Santa Fe can sometimes drift out here and buy a home, but it's considered Del Mar. Now, Del Mar Heights, beautiful area. Again, this is where you're going to have a lot of trails in here, kind of ridges and things like that. Nice price point back here. I'll show you guys in a second some examples, but you got some cool homes back here. And once you drive down Del Mar Heights right here, it is glorious. It's just wide open, ocean, crazy. You're on a hilltop. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then you go north right here. You're going to be in the downtown kind of Del Mar area. You head south right here. This is going to take you into, this is pretty much Pacific Coast Highway. This is going to take you to Torrey Pines if you want to go hiking up here. A lot of fun. And then you got the State Beach and all the parking right there as well. And then one last thing I'll show you is just right in this zone. Super cool area. You got some really cool homes back there, first off. And second off, you got some food and stuff that overlooks the lagoon. So you got a Bird Rock if you want to get some really strong coffee. And then you got a couple of shops, bars, and restaurants just in this zone. But this little area is really cool. Now let me show you real quick. All right, so let's kind of manage those expectations with the home prices over here. Now, it's just like I said, look, there's some Del Mar that's popping up over there. But for the most part, we're going to focus on this little zone. And I was just left you right here because this zone is really cool back here, first off. Now, let me show you, there's a little condo complex over here that I really like. Let's see if it's this one. Yeah, here, it's going to be this one. So this is going to be all townhomes for the most part, but glorious views. You got tennis courts. I think they have pickleball courts in a park and things like that. But look at that view that just kind of overlooks. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath at about 1.7 million. So 1,500 square feet about. And this is kind of the feel for that price range. If you want a condo, it's going to really start at about 1.3. And then I'll show you some single family as well right here. So that's going to be the price on something like that. And then if you want just a detached and you got money to spend, because Del Mar is significantly more expensive than Solana Beach by far. So keep that in mind. If you want a detached home, it's going to run you about 2.5, 2.6 and higher, but most of your options are literally going to be $6, $7, $10 million. So let me show you. We got another one over in this zone just because I like it so much. This one's going to be Via Grimaldi. So that little zone back there has some really epic properties. This is a 5-bedroom, 5-bath at about 4,000 square feet. But you can see that is quite the design. Gorgeous looking home. That bathroom's amazing. And that one's listed for $4.7 million. So that's kind of what the 4.5 will kind of get you over there. And then if we go, let's move up here a little bit. So Del Mar Heights, this is going to be one of the less expensive areas. 2.1 over here. So I guess you can get in for 2.1. For a single family, 2.6. But as you go up to these windy roads, which we already talked about, look at that, 17 million. You're going to have, I mean, that house is gorgeous. 4,000 square feet, 7.5 million. You're going to start to get some views like that. And then there's this one that's close to the beach. It's going to be smaller, Santa Fe. This is a cute little Spanish-style home, about 1,500 square feet, and it's listed for 4.9. So it's got that beach bungalow type of feel, but cute house. So that's really what the price is. What you can really expect is bring a big budget over here, especially Del Mar and Solana Beach. So does Del Mar feel a little bit more like your style, or Solana Beach more of your calling? Either way, if you guys have any questions or you're thinking about making a move here, we would love to be your real estate resource of choice and just save you a ton of time. We know a lot of these areas like the back of our hand, and we can probably give you the info that you're looking for. So make sure you guys are reaching out. All of our info is down below, and we got a couple videos right here that I think you'll really like. See you there.